Assalamualaikum students, this is conditional class type 3rd. For the last few days we have been trying to understand the concept of conditional clauses, and this is its type 3rd. Conditional clauses are basically hypothetical clauses. These are imaginary clauses which are made or these clauses are actually a stipulation for a desired result. These are made to assume if something has to happen, if something we try to make something happen, we assume things and we assume their results as well. In the previous lecture we understood its type second. Type second is basically an imaginary unreal past. So in the type third the situation gets a bit different. Basically these sentences are used to explain that the present circumstance, for example, if something has happened in the past, if we want to revisit the past, if we want to go back and we want to recheck the past, we want to recreate the past, we want to settle down the things, the mistakes we have done in the past, or the results may have come not up to our expectations, we want to revisit the past. That's not actually possible, but these conditional clauses, they give us a chance. They take us to the past and we reinvent the past. Basically what happens in these type of sentences, they explain us that the present circumstance would have been different if something different had happened in the past. We try to reinvent the past, which is not actually possible, but can be visited, can be made with these type of clauses. Conditional clauses type third. For example, we had a match last Sunday, but it rained. Right now, if we want to recreate the last Sunday, we want to revisit the last Sunday, we want to actually make that match happen, we would say if the rain hadn't fallen, if it hadn't rained last Sunday, we would have played the match. So same goes with conditional clauses type third. Basically there are two clauses, if clause and main clause. In if clause we make the imagination, and in the main clause comes its result. When it comes type third, when we make a positive type third conditional clause, we use if plus subject plus had plus v3 in the if clause, and in the main clause would, could or might may be used with have and third form of verb. For example, I have written here, if John had worked hard, he would have passed the exam. Since we know John hadn't worked hard, John failed in the examination, so we want to recreate that past. We will say if John had worked hard, he would have passed the examination. If we have to make its past negative form, we will use if plus subject plus had plus not plus v3. I'll change it to past negative. I'll write if John hadn't worked hard, he wouldn't have passed. Okay. In the next example, I'll say, Rita didn't cook. Rita didn't cook food. We will say if Rita had cooked food, she would have earned money. Since she didn't you know cook food, that's why she hadn't earned any money. If it hadn't rained a lot, we would have played the match. If if the people of our if the people of our village hadn't protested, they wouldn't they would not have gotten their demands fulfilled. Okay. So type third is basically this type third is used when we talk about the situations which haven't been up to the mark, which haven't been according to our demands, but we would have you know we would have wished the result is different, but we can't in reality we can't go back to the past times. We cannot reverse the time. So these conditional clauses type third, they actually give us a we can say a medium, or we can say a tool to go back and reinvent, recreate, uh, re reimagine the things. If this had happened, this the outcomes would have been like this. This is all imagination. In reality, this cannot be happened. But since these are all hypothetical, circumstances, there are chances that some may take place, some may not. But type third, this can never take place in the world, because we are recreating the past, we are reinventing the past, which actually is not possible. So these are all imaginary, unreal things we are making in type third. Let us give a few more examples. If you hadn't eaten a lot, you wouldn't have fallen ill. Somebody has eaten a lot, so we are recreating that scene. We are trying to tell him that if you hadn't eaten a lot, you wouldn't have fallen ill. If she had danced in the party, she would have enjoyed. If Peter hadn't had money, he wouldn't have bought a car. Okay, if Seema had visited us, she would have stayed here. If you if you had earned money, you would have bought a car. Okay, so this is all about conditional clause type third. Um, in the next video, we will try to learn about types. That's zero condition, I mean to say. Inshallah. Till then, goodbye.